Happy Foods. Happy Foods. 242. 242. Happy Foods. 242. Food galore just for you. Happy Food. 242. Food galore just for you. This ain't no talking show, it's a eating show. Sasha Laurel is the host of Happy Foods. 242. Food galore just for you. Happy Foods. 242. Food galore just for you. Happy Foods. 242. Food galore just for you.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Sasha Laurel and welcome to another exciting episode of Happy Foods 242. And we're in Marina Village. We're still on the Atlantis compound. And today we're going to be checking out Cafe Martinique. And hey, y'all don't forget, season 11, the girls are the champs. Let's go inside, y'all. All right, so now we're here with Chef Alessio Pizzales, who's the executive chef here at Cafe Martinique. And Chef, just tell us a little bit about the kind of cuisine you serve here.
Okay, first of all, Cafe Martinique is, of course, a huge tradition in Nassau, in Bahamas. So it's an institution, and as always, it's been known as a French restaurant.
Okay.
Our next step is to bring Cafe Martinique, so that is what we are developing now. Martinique now is inspired French cuisine restaurant, but we infuse with all the flavor from Mediterranean.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm from Sardinia, and so we have all the south of Italy, and I bring some experience on the back from Greece and Middle East. So that's what we are trying to do in Cafe Martinique now, is a French-inspired kitchen with some flavor of Mediterranean coast. Yes.
Any Bahamian infusion in there at all or none?
At all. Well, a lot.
Oh, a lot?
A lot.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay.
We locally source most of our products.
Okay.
We use Bahamian producer. Most of our veg, when they're in season, we just buy from a local farmer.
Okay.
And of course, my team is pure Bahamian. So in every menu, in every dish that we do, we put a Bahamian soul inside.
Okay.
So when when somebody coming here to dine in Martinique, you don't just stop on a French and Mediterranean flavor, but you really see also something about Bahamas.
Okay.
Because that's what we want to keep Martinique, something that belongs to Bahamas.
That's good. Now, during peak season, what days are you open and the times that you are open?
We are open from Tuesday to Saturday.
Okay.
And our kitchen open at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
But you can join us at around 5 o'clock, 5 to 6. We have, it's called the wine hour. So you can have a nice wine selected by our sommelier. And we pair with some nice cold cut. Cold cut that can be Parma ham and a nice selection of cheese. So this you can decide.
Now you're located in Marina Village. Is it best for people to just, there's Cafe Martinique, let me just go inside and have some dinner? Is it best for them to just walk up, or do you recommend strongly reservations, calling or making your reservations?
Of course, we accept walk-in, and but we always suggest to make a reservation, also because sometimes you need to celebrate something.
Right.
And you want that the evening is special. So when you make like a reservation with us, and you can share some secret of your evening of why, and then we can personalize your experience.
Ah, gotcha.
So you always welcome, but when you want something special, that to make a surprise,
I get you.
give us a little call. You make a reservation, and you're even gonna be extremely
blown away.
Yes.
All right, guys. Now, like I've been saying, all of these shows, you can call 363-3000, and the prompter will take you to restaurants and reservations. You make your reservation by calling that number. And then if you want to come to Cafe Martinique, which I suggest you do, make that call, make those reservations. Chef, I like to say that this is not a talking show, it's an eating show.
Yes.
That sounds
And
good?
we're gonna eat a lot.
Stay tuned, you're watching Happy Foods 242.
Stay tuned to more Happy Foods 242 after these messages.
Oh man.
All right, welcome back. You're watching Happy Foods 242. We're at Cafe Martinique. And now we're here with Valentino, one of the bartenders here. And he is going to make us 3 signature cocktails that you can get here at Cafe Martinique.
Yes, ma'am.
So the first one, Valentino, is called the
Cetrioli meringue. Cetrioli meringue.
I ain't gonna try. Let's do it. Let's do it. I ain't gonna try to pronounce that name.
All right,
so just
good.
take me through, like, what's that?
2 ounces of foraged gin.
Okay.
And also we have an ounce of cucumber juice.
Okay.
It's freshly extracted juice.
That you make right here at Martinique.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So this is gonna be a green drink.
Yes, ma'am. Also we have a half ounce of lemon juice.
You
Half
measure
ounce.
everything all the time?
Yes, ma'am, we
Okay.
do. Half ounce of simple syrup. A few mint leaves. Martini glass.
Okay. A little bit of ice.
Yes, ma'am. Got a Johnson shake.
I really have to learn how to do that. Like, everywhere I go.
Fine strain.
The one thing I like about this drink is that you're not allowing the mint leaves to hit it.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate that. People would be putting salad in my. I don't want to drink my salad. You know, I
Yes,
want
ma'am.
to eat my salad.
Also for the fun part, get our meringue made from Saint Germain, lime juice, water, and also has a nice frothy top to it.
Okay. Now, is that the same kind of meringue like you use to put on pies?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's
Here at
interesting.
Atlantis, we have a culinary inspired beverage program.
Okay.
So we use a lot of ingredients that they use in the kitchen.
Oh, what's that?
It's black pepper.
That's interesting.
Yes, ma'am, it is. Also, final garnish, mint ground. Here
And
you
say
have
the name of it again.
Here you have the Cetrioli meringue.
Cetrioli meringue.
Yes, ma'am, Cetrioli.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna try this meringue drink because I can't get the first part of the name correct, but I'll try it.
Also, you have to get it with the meringue, so I advise you to
Or to drink
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
I was trying to be cute, and Valentino want me mess up all this good makeup I used to do for me. Okay, let me see if I could get some of it. I taste the cucumber, which is the most refreshing part of the drink,
Yes,
and the
ma'am.
mint.
Yes, ma'am.
Pretty good.
All right.
All right, second drink, Valentino.
Second drink will be the Waterloo.
Now, this already look dangerous. I don't
Yes.
like how the bottle look.
It's Brooklyn gin.
Brooklyn gin. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So we'll have 2 ounces as well.
And you all don't go light on the rum.
3/4 of Campari.
See, it's that Campari. Campari takes me back to a time when. See, you listening? It wasn't the most pleasant of times. I stopped drinking Campari a long time ago. But I have a friend who would probably really love this drink.
Oh.
So we had what just now before.
3/4 of lemon juice, 3/4 of simple syrup.
Okay. Lemon juice, simple syrup,
Campari.
Brooklyn gin, and Campari.
Now, few.
I might like this watermelon.
Yes, ma'am. Watermelon wedges.
Company shake.
Yes, ma'am. Just like the previous string, fine stream. Nice, beautiful color.
Gorgeous. Now this look like this could be my drink. But that Brooklyn gin
Yes, it's very deceiving.
yeah, it looked pretty, but I don't know. It just looked like watermelon soda.
And here we have the Waterloo.
Oh boy.
So enjoy.
Thank you. All right, so now I'm gonna try this Waterloo. Hopefully it isn't as bad as I think it's going to be. This drink isn't for the weak. I taste the Campari, definitely.
Yes, ma'am.
Taste the watermelon. And I guess the citrus, because we put some lemon in there,
juice,
right?
yes, ma'am.
Lemon juice in there, I remember that.
Taste the gin. Nice herbaceous spirit.
I taste more of the Campari than the gin. But I feel like it'll knock on my door soon.
Yes, ma'am.
Drink number 3.
Bird's Flamingo. This is probably a big
Bird's Flamingo.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This one sounds more like me.
Yes.
I'm praying. I feel like it won't be, but I'm praying that it's gonna be mine.
And I agree with you.
But both drinks have been good. They're both refreshing, and I love the colors.
Yes, ma'am. 1.5 ounce of cookie vermouth.
See, we already start off wrong. We already
This one ain't
Oh
bad.
no!
Tequila,
See, when you
half
see
ounce.
these bottles come out that you don't regularly see at the bar, you know you see a little Stoli and your little thing. When you see these bottles that you don't regularly see, run. Okay, so that was
Cookie vermouth.
right. That's a
1.5.
liqueur, and then the Casa.
Noble.
Noble.
Tequila, and that's a 1/2 ounce. Now, so we have a 1/2 ounce of lime juice.
Valentino, you aren't even trying to do like a little girly drink for me. I mean, and it sounds girly, but it's not.
Well, you would like it.
Okay, I trust you.
Also a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup.
See, and then all the drinks have the simple syrup in it, but it's a disguise.
Yes, it is.
Because there's no sweet yet.
And also a 1/2 ounce of passion fruit puree.
Okay, now this should help.
Yes, it will.
This should help. Okay, we went from bad to worse to good. I feel like we now moving in a direction where I can see clearly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ice, put our ice in our glass.
Yes, ma'am. Junkanoo shake again.
Yeah, spray this one for me. Spray this one for me. I like that sound. I like that.
We didn't add any ingredients from the kitchen, so we don't have to fine screen it.
Love the color. Love these colors.
Yes, ma'am.
None of them are blue, but I mean, still works.
And also, you add
Don't bring up my favorite now. I can start doing my happy dance. Is it gonna be my favorite?
Luke Belair Rosé for the top.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I thought you was gonna say prosecco, but this is just as good.
Second on.
I love prosecco. Anything with prosecco in it, I can drink. But this, a lot of people like this too.
Yes,
Rosé. So we started off kind of harsh, but I think this drink is. I think this one, guys. I think this one is gonna be my drink. Pop. Nervous.
It's off.
It didn't even pop. Nice waiting for that pop. This should be interesting.
For our garnish, pineapple frond. Along with a lime wheel. And I'll also add more rosé champagne for you.
I was just gonna say, I want the top up. Top straight up to the top. Kenny, insert a round of applause here for Valentino. He did an excellent job. Let's try before though. I have to try this one before we give you that round. Don't do it yet, Kenny. Don't do it yet. All right, so I'm now gonna try this bird's flamingo.
Yes, ma'am. It's your favorite?
This is my favorite. This is by far my favorite. I'm gonna need another one of these, so don't go nowhere.
Rachel.
This is definitely my favorite. The passion fruit,
Yes, ma'am.
the rosé at the end. Now those, but you know what? Let me say this. Usually with drinks like this, where you really taste very little, it's the creeper. When
Yes,
you
it
get,
is.
when you go to your next stop, or like when you get home, then bam, then you feel it. But it's a very good drink. This definitely, now I love all three, don't get me wrong, I love all three, but this is definitely my favorite. Guys, when you see me again, I could be in the kitchen, cooking, eating, cooking and eating time. All right, so now we in the kitchen. This is the place y'all don't get to see when y'all come here, y'all stay on the outside. But see, with Happy Foods 242, you get to preview everything. So we're here with Edney. He's the sous chef here at Cafe Martinique, and we're gonna be making so many things, at least 3 dishes with him, an appetizer and 2 entrees.
Correct.
So we doing, you said we doing a little bit of everything all
Correct.
together.
Correct.
All right, so take me through it.
Okay, so today we're gonna do a nasa grouper carpaccio, which is a raw application.
Okay.
So we have a
Is
nasa
it like a
grouper.
ceviche?
It's similar to ceviche, but we don't marinate it. The whole purpose of carpaccio, we do thin slices of, it could be meat, fish, it could be vegetables.
Oh, it sounds like this up my alley.
Yeah, so the whole purpose of carpaccio is nicely thin,
Okay.
and then we nicely garnish it, put a little salt, pepper, and just whatever goes on top of it.
Okay.
But today we're gonna use a local fish, the nasa grouper. So we're gonna
Okay.
top it with beetroot cubes. We're gonna do some citrus vinegar, some basil yogurt. It's gonna all come together to one nice dish.
Okay.
And then for our entree, we're gonna do a Colorado lamb rock. That's gonna be with barley risotto. So we choose to use barley because with Cafe Martinique we use a lot of plant-forward
I
items.
was just gonna ask
Yeah.
you why y'all ain't do like mashed potatoes.
No,
Not too Bahamian, ain't?
not too Bahamian, but it's not the route that Cafe Martinique. We want to use exotic items. We want to be plant-forward, and we want to bring the whole dishes together.
Got you.
So we're gonna do a barley risotto with it. We're gonna do a
Okay.
crispy kale, and we're gonna
Okay.
do roasted Brussels sprouts that goes along with it.
Perfect.
So a lot of vegetables, a lot of flavors, can be vegetables.
And then we doing a grouper as well.
We're gonna do another grouper.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a nasa grouper. We're gonna pan roast this one. So we're gonna show the versatility of a grouper because, you know, from Bahamian aspect, steam grouper, fried grouper, boiled grouper. So we're gonna use different aspects of the grouper so you guys could get the different textures and flavors of the nasa grouper. So we want to use a lot of local items as well.
All right.
So those will be the 3 dishes that we do for our 2 entrees and our appetizer.
Now y'all are gonna see us do a dessert as well. And like I said, in the next segment, you will see me eating everything. This segment, y'all will just see me working. All right, Edney, let's go because
Okay, so
I'm hungry.
all right, so let's start. We're gonna start with some of the items that's gonna take the longest time to do.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with the barley. The
Okay.
barley normally has to cook about, yes, not,
Okay.
we have to cook it first.
Okay.
So we're gonna cook it on the stove it takes about maybe 40 minutes. When you cook it like salt, water, olive oil, just to keep the natural flavor of the barley.
Okay.
And then we're also gonna roast the beets. So the
Okay.
beets also needs to be roasted as well. That takes about 40 minutes to an hour. So let's get the
Okay.
beets. We have a yellow beet and we have baby red beets. This beets is going to be used in both applications. So we're going to use it for both of the NASA group applications.
Okay.
One is going to be cold, one is going to be hot.
Hot.
We're going to roast that. And also we have the barley. Here we have white barley or pearl barley.
Now it's not a rice. Is it a rice grain?
It's a part of, I wouldn't say the rice family, but it's a part of the wheat that comes from the,
Right,
they
right.
call it grass wheat. So that's, you get maize, barley, we got corn, all type of different items come from the
Right.
grass family of that. So in our culture today, we have a lot of people with gluten allergy, gluten intolerance.
Right.
This product does contain gluten.
Okay.
So folks at home who want to have gluten intolerance might want to step away from the barley if they want to try this item.
Okay.
So we got the barley, you got a pot of water.
I must say, this chicken is very clean. I don't know if Candy could show you all right. Very clean and ham. So,
Yep.
I mean, it's like food stuff. We got things on it. It's also hot.
So salt, olive oil, we let that come to a boil.
Okay.
So, for demonstration purposes, it's boiling. So, let's put it in. We let it come to a boil. Our flat top is the perfect item for this. We
I
have
was going to ask you, because I don't see...
it has 3 rings. The inner ring is the hottest, we have a middle ring and an outside ring. So that's how we gauge the temperatures. It's also adjustable to even turn it down even further, but the 3 rings. So the closer you go, the hotter it is, the further you come, the cooler it is. So that's how we work it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Next, let's get the beets going.
Okay.
So we take the beets. We're gonna put the beets in a hole.
Oh, we ain't even cutting them
We're
or
not
nothing.
gonna cut them. We're not gonna peel them. All the flavor's in the skin. You take away the skin, you take away the flavor. We're gonna put that in there.
Olive oil, salt,
A little bit of
and
olive oil.
pepper.
Magic. Olive oil.
I like it. I already like
Salt.
it. I tell them salt.
Pepper.
Now that ain't your average pepper.
Mint. Whole mint. In there.
Then,
Thyme.
we like thyme in the Bahamas.
And that's it. So let's roll it up.
Put it together.
We're gonna roll it like we don't grill corn. You should be familiar with grill corn.
I'm familiar with that.
We're gonna take this, roast it for 40 minutes.
I ain't gonna say hot. Hot.
Okay, so while that's roasting, we're also gonna do the eggplant. For the roasted eggplant, we're gonna put this on a NASA grouper. So we're gonna cut this eggplant. Take this eggplant. I'm gonna cut off the tip. Cut off the tip. I'm gonna take this off here. So when we cut it, lay it flat. Give us a nice surface to work with. We don't need cut fingers, although we have gloves.
Okay.
We're gonna take it. We need the skin part. Go around the edges.
So we leaving the skin on.
Correct.
And
Leave the
does
skin on.
The skin adds to the flavor as well?
The flavor, the color.
Okay.
Basically, this is a sponge. We cut up the skin, we just left with a sponge. The skin is gonna help keep it intact. So we're gonna trim it up.
Makes sense.
All right, so we have this here. Let's get another pan. We're gonna take it, put it in a roasting pan.
So you only get 4 pieces?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we do 2. Depends, they come different sizes. Sometimes we put 1 if it's a nice piece.
Right.
Sometimes we put 2, depends on the size. Because we can't control the size of the eggplant, you know.
And then salt and pepper.
You got it. You're gonna put a little bit of olive oil.
I like too much pepper.
No.
good?
Up. It's a sponge, remember? A little bit more olive oil.
Okay.
It's gonna dry out.
So you want it nice and juicy.
Juice, you got it.
So how you made it?
Oh, good catch. So we're gonna take lemon. Lemon peel.
Just for the flavor.
Exactly. Lemon
How you made Atlanta?
lemon and eggplant actually goes well together. So we're gonna take that. Gonna take another piece of time. Take off the leaf. And also we're gonna put a garlic. So we're gonna take a garlic.
One thing but here at Atlantis, they use plenty garlic. Every restaurant we've been in, we've used garlic.
We're gonna take a garlic.
Smash it.
Back of the knife. Wanna smash?
No, you
Scared?
go ahead. No,
Scared?
good. No, I'm scared, man.
All right, good. We're gonna put it in there. Give it a nice roly twirl. And we're gonna roast this
That's probably gonna taste so good.
for about 10, 11 minutes at 375.
So it goes in our...
You can put it with the beets because the beets are roasting at the same temperature. All right. Well, let's roast it for 10 minutes.
Woo!
We're gonna do the pumpkin for the barley. And we're gonna do the cauliflower for the grouper.
Okay.
So we're gonna take the pumpkin, let's cut it in half.
Kids don't do this at home. That knife is very sharp.
Once again, flat surface. We don't want anybody getting hurt.
Okay.
Same way.
Cut it in half again.
Correct.
So cut it in half, then cut your half in half.
Basically quarters.
Okay.
All right. So we got it. Let's get another pan underneath. So put a little olive oil to the bottom.
Just going in that same oven too?
Correct. Same temperature.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna lay it skin side up.
We're trying to make sure you eat healthy. Plenty vegetables. No salt
Inside up.
pepper.
Want some?
No, if this is how you all do it, I want the people to see how you all
Want a little bit of
do
salt
it.
and pepper? We can put it on or not.
No, I
We
mean,
can put it in before, put it in after.
we can put it after.
Okay, let's put it in after. We'll put it in the same oven.
Okay.
Don't rate yourself. Thank you.
Got it.
And the cauliflower cream. So take cauliflower. This is the most interesting part here. So cauliflower cream. Gonna take it off, cut it in half. Once again, flat surface. Take this out.
Okay.
We're gonna take off the florets.
You mean these parts here, florets? That's what they call these.
So this?
We keeping, I just gonna ask if we keeping that.
we're keeping it. So we're gonna take this, let's put it separate. Leave this here.
We need this.
No, we don't need that one. So we have the florets, we have the stem. This stem here, we take this, cut up in nice pieces. Put it on.
I'm sure I get my veggies.
That's the name of the game.
All my veggies I'm gonna get today, clearly.
We're gonna take onion, regular white onion, nothing fancy. Take it, we're gonna cut it.
Everything is half right here, half and flat. That's one thing I already
Smart. We don't want you to hurt it yourself.
Half and flat.
Correct. I take the onion. Nice cuts.
And this is for which dish again?
This is going to be the cauliflower cream. It's going to be base of the Nassau grouper.
Okay.
So we got onions. We got this. We take maybe one of these together. And we're going to get a pan. So we get the pan hot.
Saute it.
We're going to saute it, but we're going to basically tenderize.
I get that.
We're going to tenderize the cauliflower stem. We don't want to waste anything.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. So once it's hot, it's hot. So we're gonna put the cauliflower inside. Gonna roast it with the onions. Remember we said that we have different temperatures here.
Right.
We don't want it too high because we don't want it to caramelize. We don't want it to turn brown. We don't want to have that hard flavor. We want more of a soft, delicate flavor to it. So we bring it closer to the edge so it nice and simmers. So when that cooks down, it's gonna cook down. And the key to it is, we're gonna add a little bit of vegetable stock. The vegetable stock is gonna flavor the cauliflower cream.
You're putting it in there.
Yes, once it's simmered down, we're gonna simmer it down. Just onions, the cauliflower stem, simmer it down. When it reaches almost the end of it, we're gonna add the rest of the florets because we wanna keep it white, a nice white color. So, for all intents and purposes, this is already simmered down. We put the vegetable stock in there. We can let it come to a boil more rapidly. When it comes to a boil, we're gonna add the rest of the florets once it's already simmered down.
Okay.
So once you put the rest of the florets, we're gonna put the florets in while it's boiling. Let it come to a boil. After it's come to a boil, we're gonna take it off the stove. We're gonna let it cool down, and then we're gonna poach it.
Okay.
Nice poach to make it a nice cream. Nice cream, nice cream.
Now, obviously, guys, we can't show you all
Yeah.
step by step by step. It's only a 30-minute show, but we're trying to show you as much as possible.
Yeah, so we're gonna poach it. So we're gonna let it boil a little. Let's just let it boil a little.
Okay.
Also, put this back over here. Now let's start some of the mise en place for the carpaccio.
Yeah, are you ready for the meat? Ready for the meat? We do all kind of vegetables.
Oh, of course.
Meat.
We're very plan forward.
Okay.
All right.
No problem. That means when you come here at Cafe Martinique, we're going to make sure you get a little bit of good and then a lot of the good.
All right, so that's what we have there. All right. For the carpaccio,
You know what I know? The acid is going to help to cook the fish.
correct.
See? Hey.
And flavor.
Factor one, add me one.
Game on. So we have orange and grapefruit.
Right.
We're gonna cut it, peel it, segment it, and then we're gonna have little cubes of it. Let's check on the beets as well. Let's use this. All right. So the beets that we roasted, take it out. So you're gonna roast it. You should be able to smell it with everything inside of it.
Yeah, I smell the garlic. I smell something.
Take a handy dandy peeler, just a regular old peeler. Now we can take off the skin. It's already roasted inside the skin with all the flavor and so forth. We can take off the skin. So nice peel.
I've never had a yellow beet.
Never?
Never.
It's similar to the red beet. Almost the exact same flavor, so I said exact same, but that's okay. I'm Bahamian. But it has the same flavor.
Okay.
It just has a different color context to it. Cauliflower is boiling, excellent. So we take the yellow beets, and take a red beet.
All of this for...
Proof of carpaccio.
Okay, I know. Okay. Had me moving so fast, like I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to remember
Which is
thing
which?
goes for which fish. So the beets go with our carpaccio.
Correct. So these 4 ingredients goes with the carpaccio. These items will be peeled, cut into segments, which I'm miraculously have here. So it's gonna look similar to this.
We do magic here.
What we have here is the grapefruit and the orange citrus together. We have the roasted beet that we cut into cubes and segments. We also have the yellow beets.
Okay.
This is going to be a part of our topping for the carpaccio.
Okay.
So we keep this here. Put these back in the pantry. So another element of the beetroot carpaccio is because it's a raw application, the fish can feel a little soft.
Okay.
So we need that texture to it. So the beetroot is only roasted where it still have a delta flavor to it.
Okay.
So you get a bite when you eat a piece of the
I was
fish.
just gonna say,
Yeah.
so still a little
Crunch to it. Okay. And also we have pistachios. They have roasted pistachios. We're gonna chop and we're gonna put on top of it. So that's some of the key elements of the grouper carpaccio.
Now y'all, like I said, y'all are gonna see the plated
Yep.
fish at the end. Me and Abby will sit to the table in the dining room. And
To wrap.
we'll all of it together.
Let's clean up a little. Okay, so because both applications of the grouper have beets in it, we're gonna take the same beets, but we're gonna cut it a little different. We're gonna cut it in the cubes. Okay? Let's check on the cauliflower. So it's coming to a nice ball. Everything is staying the same color. Notice we just use some of the white items because we want to keep the cauliflower with the same nice white and texture to it. So we keep it there, it's now boiling, and keep it off. So the next beet, we bring our beets back. We're gonna take the beets.
And this is for our cooked grouper.
Correct.
Okay.
We're gonna put it all together very soon. So we take this, cut this in half, and then we go flat.
Half and flat. That's the thing.
Cut it.
Half and flat.
And we cut this into quarters.
Okay.
And the baby beets, we can just cut strictly into quarters. There you go. Nice quarters. Okay. So this we'll have here for beet roots. Turn it over.
You using all of it?
No, we're not gonna use all.
Okay, I could try one.
Go ahead. So how's the yellow beets?
Same flavor as the regular.
Correct.
It's a different color.
Correct. You know, there are actually more types of beet. There's actually a candy cane beet. But
Okay.
the flavor is still comparable to the red and the yellow.
Okay.
It's called candy cane because it has stripes. You know the old time candy mints that had the red stripe? The beet is actually similar to that.
Okay.
But because of this application, it normally comes like very small.
Okay.
So we don't want to over roast it for this application. But so we just use these two bigger beets so it have a nice bite to it.
Okay.
So we don't want to use it for this application.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So let's get some pans hot. Meat time.
Meat. That's what I want to see, the meat.
So
They all look meat. Meat time.
you're gonna get 1 pound for the lamb. Get it nice and hot. 1 pound for the fish. Leave this on the side. Let's bring it out.
So we're going to show you all some of the meat preparation, not all of it, some of it. And then we're going to go with our pastry chef dessert. And then when we finish all of that, then you'll see everything plated in front of you and everything, okay?
We have
So
lamb.
meat time. Okay.
We have grouper. Yes, filleted. Keep the skin on.
Okay.
Skin on, skin flavor. And a lot of nutrition's under the skin as well, so like to keep it skin on.
Okay. And this is 1 serving size.
1 serving size.
Okay.
It's a 7 ounce serving.
Okay.
And the lamb is 15 ounces.
Okay.
Okay? Well,
Gotcha.
it's more than this because you know we have the bone and the fat portion that makes up the dish. But the meat portion maybe looking at this about 10 ounces. 10 to 11 ounces on the meat. So we're gonna get our salt and pepper.
Season.
That's for our fish. We're gonna go and season it.
Both sides.
Both sides, correct.
Now this pepper ain't like pepper.
No, it's coarse white pepper.
Yeah. Figured.
Coarse gives it a better bite. Also, it's fresher.
Same thing on this?
Actually, no. We're gonna give this a little more flavor.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do with this one, we have a special spice that we're gonna put on it. So in those spices, we have star anise, we have dry tarragon, we have dry coriander. So we take all of this and we pulse it until powder. And this will be the final product here. So once we pulse all this together to a final product, this is what we put on it. In this application, we don't put any salt. So you still can put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper on the lamb, and then we're gonna finish it with the spice rub.
But you say we don't put no salt.
Not in that, not yet.
Not on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So put,
That's it.
no, yeah, put it on, put it on.
I want to rub it. That's what I was told yesterday.
That's fine.
When I saw the other side, they told me rub it in.
Yeah.
On the next side too, right?
Next side, correct. Looking good, looking good.
So I get the side. You want the side taste like plastic. Same thing. 16 weeks.
That's a description I never heard.
Yeah, plastic.
Okay. So when you change your gloves,
So you're doing everything from there because I've been breaking. Like I've been breaking hard. Okay.
you have to go. Sprinkle a little bit of salt. Because we changed the glove, we didn't want any spice to go inside the salt.
So salt on.
Yeah. Season up your lamb both sides. All right. We're gonna use some olive oil. Nice hot pan. So-
This is for the small ones for the grouper.
Small ones for the grouper, correct.
We putting the skin down or
Skin down first.
Okay.
Skin down first. I don't want you to get burned. Let's get you off there. And get the fish. And here's the key to this. You bring it towards you. Bring it towards you. Put it in. There you go. Guys, hear that? Hot pan, sizzling. Gonna do the same thing for the lamb. One thing, you're gonna bring it closer. After that, put it closer. So we'll know when to turn it over. You'll see the sides start to turn brown.
And start to curl up, eh?
Correct.
It's starting to curl.
So you know the fish, the skin is nice, it's getting crisp. Yes.
Yeah.
But the crispness only happens with a hot pan. Cold pan, soggy skin. So you see it's starting to turn brown around the edges. Okay. Take a look around. Alright, so it looks like it has a nice color. I'll take it,
Perfect.
flip it over. We don't want to flip it looking, flipping, looking, just
I got it.
nice color. Check the lamb. So we got our lamb and our grouper working.
Are we finishing these off in the oven?
We're gonna finish them off in the oven, correct.
Okay. So this is a perfect segue. I'm gonna let Chef as he finish off everything. You're gonna see everything. Like I said, say this. It's not some dessert. I want something to eat. Are you ready? All right. So now we have Jessica. She's gonna be making us one of the newer desserts on the Cafe Martinique menu. So Jessica, take us a little bit through the process.
Okay, what we're making is called the tomato tomato. It's basically strawberry milk that's on the back to look like a tomato, and it's just like that.
What's the main thing? She just told me strawberry now. We talking the tomatoes, okay? But I love a tomato, okay? So take us a little bit through the process.
Strawberry puree, like a hot, so we want milk and then we pour it.
Okay.
And then put everything in the hot dry. So,
Okay.
that's strawberry puree, and then we're gonna add sugar and strawberry cake.
That helps obviously thicken it.
So that helps us thicken it. Just have to be careful once you put the glue, and then once that's hot, now we will spin it.
Okay. Sorry. So you said the cold, what does the cold water help with?
It helps with the glue. It activates it. So once you put it, it dries off from the stick. Now, next to the strawberry, we have the white chocolate and cocoa butter, which is the red food color. Coat this. So it's just white chocolate to help it stay together, and then after that we shine it.
Okay.
So I help you.
Okay.
So down here, we have sugar cream, which is gonna go in the strawberry mixture with milk once it cools down. And then I have the strawberry mixed in the fridge, already prepared for you.
Okay. This is how it looks after you finish everything.
Mix it with me and just put it into the strawberry mixture. That's it. Mix it up.
So it gets really thick.
Yes.
Melt. singing. Is it like really, really sweet?
I don't feel that it's sweet. For some people, it would be. For others, not so much. Because once you put it in the white chocolate, the chocolate kind
Takes to it. Right. I got you. Takes to it.
So once we mix these together, we're gonna have to weigh them out and place them in the mold to go in the freezer for them to get hard so we can get them in the chocolate.
And how long does that usually take?
We normally need to do this at least 3 days in advance. Yeah, because last the freeze, once the mold goes in the freezer, then you have to dip it in the white chocolate and have to go back to the freezer.
Okay.
And then we have to roast it and then it's ready for serving.
It's a lot of work.
Really, if you stretch it out like that and with the other things that you have to do, you wouldn't be able to say that.
All right, guys. So we're gonna let Chef Jessica take us a little bit through more of the process. But y'all stay tuned. You're still watching Happy Foods 2, 4, 2.
Did you miss most of this week's show? Make sure to visit our YouTube channel to see everything from Happy Foods at Happy Foods Bahamas.
All right, welcome back. You're still watching Happy Foods 242. We're still at Cafe Martinique, and we have Edney and Jessica here. And Edney, now I have all of the food in front of me. Everything is plated, as you can see. Everything looks beautiful. And I'm gonna start off right here. So you're gonna explain each dish as I make my way through. I mean, I may stay here, but I'm gonna try get to each dish.
That's fine.
And then you could kind of go over the process for each dish for us.
Okay, so the group of kabachi is the first dish last year's trying. So like I said, this is a raw application and it needs to be chilled. If it's too warm, it's gonna have a whole different texture, so it needs to be chilled.
Okay.
And also remember the beetroot that we dice is on top of it, the grapefruit and the orange is topping it as well. Now what we did not see earlier, we put a little citrus vinegar inside of it too. So a little bit more acid brings out the flavor. So we season it and then we finish it with a little micro crust just to add the flavor.
The pistachios are good
Right?
with it.
Yes.
I tried it, and then there's
element. Yes.
the sauce.
Oh, it's a basil yogurt.
Okay, basil.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
So
I
the
get
creamy
the.
aspect, then you have the nutty aspect, then you have the citrus aspect, all brings it together. So you don't taste like you're just eating a piece of raw fish. So everything is brought all together.
Now, Chef, this group is almost perfectly cut. I mean, I could barely see it on the plate.
Correct.
Is there a skill to that?
It is a skill, but I can't reveal all of it.
No problem. No problem.
The key is your knife. The
Nope.
key is you can't use any knife.
Okay.
There's a certain knife that you would have to use just to cut it as thinly as possible without tearing or dragging the fish. So it's all about the knife work.
Okay, now our grouper here
Yes,
that I would have helped to cook,
correct.
served with two different.
Type of beets, yellow
Mm-hmm.
beets and baby red beets. So after we roast them first, we roast them with the mint, the thyme, the olive oil, salt and pepper. After it roasts, and then all a minute, as we preparing for our guests, we'll finish it sauteed in the pan. Olive oil, a little bit more thyme, and then we finish it with fresh mint and fresh parsley. So you put it all together and saute it, and the roasted eggplant is there as well. That was finished with the garlic and the lemon juice. So we just finish it, heat it up, bring it all together and put it on the plate. Into the bottom of the plate, we have the cauliflower puree that we started, that we kept white, that still is nice and
Okay,
white. It
right.
has a nice texture, there's a velvety texture that goes along with the fish. So it gives it a nice subtle flavor. Like we said, we didn't want it to be too much caramelized to keep the white texture on it. And then we finish it with a little bit of parsley dressing. Parsley dressing is very simple. It's basically parsley and added citrus to it to heighten the flavor of the fish.
This is very good, Edney.
Thank you.
Very good. I love all of the flavors. What's on the outside?
It's
The
a
cream.
parsley dressing.
Okay.
Yeah, basically parsley and citrus. And fresh olive oil, cold press.
This is good, y'all.
So see the steam coming
It's
from it.
it's very good. 7 ounces, right?
Yes.
Of Cooper.
Correct. Good portion size. As you see, when we're still very plan forward with our aspects, we have a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables, a lot of
Yeah,
nuts
they
and
making
legumes.
sure
Yeah.
you may get your little meat or whatever, but they can make sure you may have your drinks,
Yes.
as you saw me have earlier. And they perfectly paired my fish with a white wine and my lamb, as I'm now gonna have, with a red wine. So take me through my lamb dish.
Okay, so we have the pan roasted lamb that we pan roasted and we finish it in the oven. We finish it in the oven Just with a little bit of olive oil. We didn't add any additional flavor, spices, or herbs to it. Just finish it up with to the desired texture and the desired temperature. So we wanted to get more medium temperature on it. So we brought it over medium and then we finished it. We had the roasted butternut squash.
And this comes with a sauce too, right?
Yes, demi-glaze sauce.
Okay.
So we have the baked pumpkin that we baked, and then we scooped it out. When we scooped it out, we finish it.
Thank you, Jessica.
We finish it with a little bit of heavy cream, just to give it a nice creamy texture.
No, Bahamians we like more.
Yes.
Okay.
And also we have the barley, the great barley risotto that we made.
I'm gonna try that by itself.
So we cooked down the barley after it was already boiled and cooled down. We cooked it down, we get a little roasted carrots inside of it to give it added texture. Also we give a little heavy cream, some Parmesan and some pecorino cheese inside of it, just to give it a nice creamy texture. So that's paired with the pumpkin. And then also we finish it with pan roasted Brussels sprouts and crispy kale. And
Now, chef, this is the best way to eat a lamb. Medium temperature. I know some people like well done, but listen, y'all be killing meats when y'all asking them to be done well done. You really should have it juicy.
Correct.
Okay.
And you can see it's still juicy. Yes.
It is.
So, and Chef Jessica finish it off with some demi-glaze. The demi-glaze basically we made from lamb bones, veal bones, and chicken bones. It's a process that takes approximately 2 days to make.
The demi-glaze?
The demi-glaze takes about 2 days to make. We have to roast the bones. And the reason it takes 2 days to make, because the thickness actually comes from the marrow of all the bones. There's no cornstarch, there's no flour, there's nothing else to thicken it besides the actual bone flavor itself. So the process of withdrawing the bones is where we get the sauce texture from. Is almost similar to like local ball fish or local chicken sauce. And sometimes you do what you put in the fridge, you see it's gelatinized and so forth. It's the same thing that we do with this, but we roast it to get more flavor, and we just let it reduce with aromatics. A little bit of liquid, and we let it reduce for like 2 days. And then it comes down to this texture, finish it with red wine to heighten the flavor.
Now, y'all can't see, but there are a lot of people watching me as I eat. I don't know if they're gonna get any of this because this stuff is good. Shout out to the PR team here at Atlantis for setting this all up. This has been a phenomenal process. So now we're gonna have our dessert. Perfectly made by Jessica. Jessica, take us through this dessert once again.
Okay.
I don't even know how to, like, how do you attack it?
Okay, it's not a tomato, is what it's called. It's strawberry mousse.
Oh, okay. But it
white
looks
chocolate.
like a tomato.
Yes.
Okay.
And then underneath the champagne ice is tomato and strawberry confit,
Okay.
just to add a little bit of extra flavor for you.
And if I remember correctly, this takes about 3 days to make.
Yes, ma'am.
This is good.
Thank you.
It's not overly sweet, like you said. You did say it wasn't going to be too sweet. I mean, some of you may say it's sweet. It's not sweet for me. I love the play on the tomato. I love that. I love that when you get inside, you break it. You have that hard shell, and then you have... Is this like a crumble at the bottom?
Yes.
Like a chocolate crumble?
Yes.
I'm usually not a fan of chocolate, but it all works. It works perfectly. Edney and Jessica, you've both done a really good job.
Thank you.
Guys, y'all have to make sure y'all come back to Cafe Martinique. The only way you're gonna try it is if you come. Now, obviously I would want you to save before you come here. Don't think y'all can just come here and try, spend $10. I really want you to come here and have a wonderful experience. The food is worth it. That's what I really want to say. And everything is fresh. I didn't taste anything frozen. And like I said, the kitchen, one of the key things I always look for when I go to different places, no matter where it is, whether it's downtown, whether it's over the hill, whether it's on Paradise Island, is a clean kitchen. The kitchen was impeccable. Very, very clean. And I could tell that Chef Edney is very organized, and it seems as if the staff is very organized as well. Guys, thank you so much. Okay, guys, so this is it. Cafe Martinique. Make sure you come check them out. That number to make reservations again, 363-3000. The prompter will take you to restaurants and then eventually bring you here once you tell them this is where you want to come. Please make your reservations. Please come on down. Atlantis, this has been awesome. Shout out to the PR team again. Special shout out to my good friend Ed Fields. He made this all happen. Guys, you've just watched another exciting episode of Happy Foods. 242.